Hello there, slot car fans. This is the second video in my journey to the US Nationals, Slot.It Nationals, to be held at the beginning of August. And I thought I'd just give you a quick update. So the last video I talked about the testing schedule that I've got on the go, which is cars, controllers and track. And I was about to do some testing during that video for the purposes of looking at cars and which cars of the 9 that I had were going to be the ones to make the shortlist and which ones wouldn't. So that was the purpose of the test yesterday. I'll go into the results of that one in a minute, and I'm just going to show you another test facility that I am using. I mentioned that I had two. Another friend of mine has got his own summer house in the back garden, and in the summer house it is all slot cars. There's a bit of a railway layout as well, but it's mainly all about slot cars. And he has got a lovely track. For a home track, it's beautiful. It's 4 lanes, wood routed again, and a good lane length, quite a good track length. I can't remember the exact meterage now, but it's a good track. And without saying too much more, I'm just going to flip the phone and I'm going to show you the track so you can see the other test facility that I'm using. So just bear with me a second. There we go. Okay, so you can see the start line there in the middle of the track, and you can see it comes down to this hairpin closest to me, and it goes off on that long straight down to the big right hander at the bottom, over the back, does a bit of a hairpin again at the back there, and then it goes around the back of the bridge. It comes out from underneath the bridge up to that second hairpin up there, and then over the top of the bridge, big wide sweeping hairpin back down to the light bridge for the start finish straight. The driver station is actually on a plinth, on a platform, which is awesome because you can actually see the track really well from there. So I'll go up there and I'll give you the view from up there, and you can see the track a little bit better. So as I said before, there's the start finish straight, down the bottom to that hairpin down the bottom, then a big straight, big right hander. Yeah, that's a really courageous corner, that one. Up to the hairpin there at the top, down to this hairpin again here, back round, back underneath the bridge, coming out just there, and then a left-hander to go up the hill, round that top hairpin again, and then onto this big sweeper over the bridge. And again, a big courageous corner, that one, before the start finish straight. So again, wood routed track, so very smooth, very glossy finish, similar to the Cunningham track at Electric Dreams. So I'm using it for testing purposes. You probably saw that the corners are constant radius, again very similar to Electric Dreams. So today's testing is going to be about controllers. So I mentioned the controllers that I've got to test. There's the DeFalco, my trusty analog, which I really love, great controller. The Plus One, the one with the menu driven, the knob on the control box, the menu driven one from Japan. Nice smooth controller and very good trigger feel on that one, very progressive, very nice controller. The True Speed, which is very well known obviously, and that's nice, but I don't know anything about it, so I'm having to learn about that one, hence the purposes of today. And the final one was that DS controller, which is the newest one. So that's I've got high hopes for that one, and we'll see how it goes. That's the purpose of the testing today. Beautiful track, beautiful location. I've got the data myself, although I think I've got a friend coming over who's going to help me with testing. So I'm going to have a mule car, and I'm going to test each controller in turn and see what the lap times are like, see what the consistency is like, see what the feel is like for each one, and then I'll be making decisions based on that testing. So going back to the cars, so the cars I tested yesterday, during the last video, there were about 9 of them, and I think I've come up with a bit of a short list now. So the short list that I'm going to be going with is the Jaguar XJR10, albeit with wheel spats, as per the rules. A Nissan, I will be using a Nissan, I will be taking a Nissan with me to see which ones perform on the Cunningham Raceway at Electric Dreams when I get there. So a Nissan, excuse me, with the 2025 weight penalty, the balance of performance weight penalty that the Nissan is carrying this year. So Jag, Nissan, also a Lancia, the LC2/85, not the first Lancia LC2, the second Lancia LC2. And I might also take a Porsche 956. I've got a Rothmans Porsche, which just is a sweet handling car, and it might end up being a really good race car. I need to see whether that translates to pace when I get to Electric Dreams in the practice sessions. So those are the cars I'm going to take. I'm probably going to take a 2024 spec Nissan as well and just add some weight to it and see if it performs. Because in 2024, my car from that year, it performed really well, and maybe it won't be a disaster with a little bit of ballast in it from the balance of performance measures. So I don't know until I get there. So that was the purpose of the testing yesterday. So 4 or 5 cars there. I'll take 4 or 5 with me. I'll take 2, maybe 3 controllers with me from the results of this testing. And when I get to Electric Dreams at the end of July, I'll test each component, each of those items in turn on the Cunningham Raceway, and some will make it into the final shortlist, and some won't. So that's going to be later. That's what I'm really looking forward to getting my teeth into, because at the moment all the testing is a little bit artificial. It's not the real track. It's not race conditions. I've got no one to bounce ideas off because there's no one else going from Australia. So I'm having to do all of this independently with no points of reference, which is quite difficult. So there you go. That's enough on the slot car testing. The next thing is cookie. We need a cookie for today, and that's it's not going to be slot car related. I'm going to go back with another movie recommendation, and the one for today is a Robert De Niro film. And it's called Ronin. Many of you will have seen it before. Robert De Niro plays a CIA operative, or an ex-CIA operative, and that's all I'm going to say. It's a really excellent film with an excellent car chase halfway through. So yeah, have a look at that one. Ronin, R-O-N-I-N, from the Japanese, samurai expression. And yeah, it's a great film. Really good watch. Not one of De Niro's better known films, but amongst us car enthusiasts, it's pretty well known for the car chase. So enjoy that one. I'm going to sign off. Look after yourself and be kind to somebody today. Okay, cheers now. Bye.